that, right? Oh, so right now we are going to close all this, right? So we're going to, together as one family.
I don't see
We're
anything,
gonna,
Professor.
I'm gonna share the screen one moment. So as one family, we're going to move and go to IAM, okay? So everybody please go to IAM because this is what's gonna allow us to use our CLI, our AWS CLI, okay? So right now I have one user called administrator, okay? So I'm gonna create another user. So I'm gonna click here on user. So I can be in the dashboard. I have two ways to create a user. I can click here, user, or click here, either one, it's fine. So right now I'm gonna add a user. I'm gonna create a user and I'm gonna name it trainer. You can name it whatever you want. Usually what you do is just put your first name, okay? First name. Remember, this is only for your account. I'm gonna use the trainer, right? Now, right now, we're gonna give access to this user because this user will become our administrator, okay? Guys, let me do something before I do that. Let me cancel this. I'm gonna create a group first. Remember when we studied Linux that we first create a group, we give permissions to a group, and then we add the users to the group? That's what we're gonna do now. So I'm gonna create a group. So click here in user groups, right? Click there, and then we're gonna create a group. See here, create a group. Very good. Let me delete this group, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna create a group. That group is gonna be admins. So I'm gonna say admins, okay? Okay. Right? So AWS is constantly changing all this. I like it. Okay. So I have the choice to add my user to the group because I have a user, but you guys don't have a user. So forget about this part. What we're going to do is find a policy that says AWS full access, AWS administrator access. Okay. Enter. And we're going to look for administrator access. So we're going to add the policy to the group, right? So basically we're giving the permissions to the group, right? And when you start adding your users, your administrators, you don't have to give permissions to every administrator. You just put the administrator in the group and that's it. So right now, this guy has all the privileges in the world. So I create a group and I have my group here. There's no users in the group, right? Perfect. So let me click here, guys. Let me explore this group a little bit more. So this group, if I click on permissions, this group has this policy. And this policy, if I click on it, it says the effect is allowed and you can do any action to any resource. That's administrator. So you can do whatever you want, right? So you're creating, and the best practice, guys, when we get to IAM, you will understand, but the best practice is do not use your root account, create an administrator, and use the administrator account. Okay, that's what AWS recommends. So right now I have this admins group. I'm going to create a user. So the name of the user is going to be whatever you want to name it. My case, trainer. Use your name, please, so that you can identify it much more quickly, right? And we're going to say that this user is going to have access programmatically. It means from the API, from the CLI, and from the SDKs. okay? And also access from the console. So as long as this user enters the username and password, this user is going to be fine to access this account. Okay, so we're going to check these guys. Okay, so now you can auto generate a password, but this is only if you're creating users. But this users is for yourself. So you can go ahead here and type a password. Okay, a password that you remember. Don't show it. Okay, I'm not going to show it, but the password is here. Now, it says here, user must create a new password and next sign in. No, the password I'm creating here is what I need. That's it. Right? Now, I click on next permissions. I can add permissions directly to this guy, but I'm going to put the user in the group admins. That's it. That's all I need to do. Right? So this guy is an administrator. Right? Is an administrator. Next tags. Nope. Review. You see, trainer. Trainer has programmatic access and AWS console access. Doesn't need a password reset because I unclicked that. Permission boundary is now set. The group where this guy is admins. Then I go ahead and create a user. But the next step is very crucial. It's crucial because I'm going to be provided with the credentials to configure my CLI and the credentials to use the SDKs. Okay, very important, right? So now when I hit create user, this is what I'm going to be provided. This is very important, guys. This page here is very important. That's why it is highly recommended that you download this file. This file contains the access key ID and the secret access key. If you don't get these guys here, this is the only time when you can get these credentials. If you don't get them here, you will have to regenerate them again. Okay? Is everybody here in this window?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So right now, we're going to head to our CLI, right? Let me close some guys here, right? And we're going to type AWS configure, right? What do we have here? Access key ID. So what do we have to do is get this guy. These two sheets here, this is copy, okay? And then paste them here. You see? Right? And then you enter. So we got these guys here, and I will stop, maybe change the sharing the screen. I want to get these guys because this video is recorded from the entire world, guys. I don't want anyone to access my account, right? So I want to have this guy here, right? Okay. Right. Okay, so let me share my screen again. So AWS configure, I put my key, my access key, secret access key. Then the next step is the region. You're gonna have none. So use the one that you have now by default. US East 1 or US East 2. Okay, I don't have to do anything because it's already configured. And the format is going to be JSON, type JSON, and that's it. Your AWS CLI is configured. As simple as that. Now you can go ahead and say SVLS, right? I don't have any buckets now, but it doesn't matter. But it doesn't give me an error like unauthorized access or anything. It's just I can see. I can see right now, I can say I am list users, and I have 2 users, administrator and trainer. Okay, so I have my 2 users. Okay, so could everybody configure their CLI?
No, I got an error.
You got an error? Something is wrong then.
Yeah, I didn't get the same thing.
Huh?